Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will talk about the match between England and Switzerland, where England went on to win the game on penalties to reach the semi-finals, where they will face Netherlands, who have defeated the dark horse of the tournament, Turkey, and not only that, but also the match between Brazil and Uruguay, defeating Brazil on penalties to reach the semi-finals of Copa America for the first time since 2011, where they will face the undefeated Colombia, who have thrashed Panama 5-0. So let's begin with the video. England were up against the best performing team in this Euro, Switzerland. And boy, England were lucky in this game again, because the amount of chances missed by the whole Switzerland team were a lot. They had a total of 11 shots out of those 3 were on target. They had XG of 1.50. Switzerland really deserved to win this game. They were excellent throughout the tournament. At least when watching them play, you don't feel bored. Like, imagine a player like Fabian Schär, who is center back by nature and is really old, but still, he was playing as left wing back at times, but still, no matter how well you play, if you don't bury your chances, the opposition will surely do. England at this point are just winning. Based on individual brilliances last match, it was Bellingham, unbelievable goal. This match, it was classic Bukayo Saka goal. He scored a similar goal against Manchester United, but boy did Saka deliver today. He came under a lot of criticism for his performances, but today playing almost as a wingback, still he played so well. He had created 3 chances, 4 out of 4 dribbles, completed 3 recoveries, and 10 duels won. He was the difference maker in this game from those wide areas. But the issue with England always has Gareth Southgate tactics, because Bukayo Saka is doing his job as to spread the pitch wide as much as he can, but the same thing couldn't happen in other wing, because Kieran Trippier was not comfortable playing there at all. He was wasteful. Most of the time, the moment Luke Shaw entered the pitch, England became threatening from both ends, and I think England are too predictable to play Phil Foden drops in midfield. So does Harry Kane and Bellingham. There is no one except Bukayo Saka making a run in behind. Even though today, Jude Bellingham was a lot better than his previous matches. He was involved a lot in the game, with usual ball carries and runs in behind to create some threat, but no one was finding him at all. Later on, we saw Play a Lot Deep as number 8, which was good to see Phil Foden again. A decent game, not that much impressive at all. He was doing the switches and linking up a lot, but it's just not feel like the Phil Foden of Manchester City. He doesn't feel the same. At Manchester City, he was different, and at England, he is different. And same with Jude Bellingham. The issue that these two ballers are not able to play their natural game. From what I think is first for Foden, he always had a striker like Haaland in front of him to play and use him as a decoy. As for Harry Kane, we all know he has been much worse than Lukaku this Euros. I mean, why the hell Harry Kane was defending in his own box was playing the role of box-to-box striker or what. As for Bellingham, he needs Trent Alexander-Arnold. The moment Trent stepped on the pitch, the game changed. He had that aura about came on, started his usual stuff with ball in behind, finding those through balls, breaking the defense lines with ease. Like Trent brings that extra creativity in this team. And with Trent on the pitch, players like Saka and Bellingham would benefit them a lot. And now let's talk a bit about others players as well, who were also excellent first. Foremost ever penalty taker from England were ice cold, to be honest. They were too clinical in that department. But man, did Jordan Pickford stepped up to save Akanji's penalties excellently, and believe Akanji should held his head up high because he was one of the best center backs of the Euros, and another player would be Declan Rice. Even though he is playing a lot of different role than that, he used to play at Arsenal as a hybrid number 8 and 6 for England. He plays as proper number 6 in a single pivot, and he was excellent. Again today, had he assist for Saka's goal, his passing accuracy was 99%. He completed 93 passes out 94, 14 passes in the final, thirds 4 out 4 tackles, won 5 defensive actions and 2 recoveries. Amazing game from individually by England, but as a cohesive unit they still play like shit, and watching them is nothing but boring. And this props goes the mastermind, Gareth Southgate. And again, let's take this moment to appreciate Switzerland. They were amazing in this tournament. And now let's get our attention towards the Copa America. Now, I would be honest, most of the big teams in Euros are playing haram ball at peak. But this time, Copa America might be better, because the cameraman of Copa America is miles clear. That off the Euros, he was delivering some peaches tonight. Let's get back to the topic, the game between Brazil versus Uruguay. And I would be honest, this game had more fouls than shots. Players smashing each other left, right, and center. Endrick was literally bullied in this game. Uruguay were touching extra hard to Endrick, giving some Uruguayan specialty. And I think both teams played a decent game, but their defense stood out the most. Brazil had a rock-solid defense, as well as Uruguay, who were equally good in their defense. And in my opinion, Uruguay were miles off better. Because the way they were playing like some dogs, they were pressing relentlessly, and they literally tried to have no control of the ball. Every chance they had, they wanted to take a shot. And same thing could be said about Brazil. Both teams had zero control in midfield. They tried to reach the opponent final thirds as equally as possible. Manuel Ugarte, amazing. I didn't knew that he could play a single pivot. He was winning those balls and making recoveries time and time, doing the dirty work for Uruguay. And Fede Valverde again just dropping a sliant masterclass. He is just built for that box-to-box role. Isn't he? Helps in defense as well as attack. He has equal contribution in the both halves. Darwin Núñez had a decent game. Didn't get that many chances to show off his abilities more, still impacting the game with his general play. And their goalkeeper Sergio Rocher, who made 3 saves as well as stopped the penalty of Eder Militao to seal the game for Uruguay. As for Brazil, I can just say one thing. This team is not the same without Neymar. Brazil should realized it long time ago that this was Neymar's team, and this is still dependent upon him more than anyone else. Uruguay will face the undefeated Colombia, who have been playing on a different level, and especially James Rodriguez, who has been playing like Xherdan Shaqiri and Ochoa, waking up for their national teams and dropping masterclass after masterclasses. So that's it for today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe the channel. That would help a lot. And thank you for watching the video.